here we are getting to the point of the title, how much. So you just watched me make my breakfast this morning, which is a pretty usual breakfast for me. Everything that you saw, sometimes I have toast instead of oatmeal, blah, blah, blah. But that's not the point. We're here to find out, why was I eating as much as I was eating? How did I get those numbers? And what do I do with those numbers? So when you first start getting into fitness and just trying to live a healthier lifestyle, first normally you start with exercise, and then you start doing research a little, and you know you need to eat healthier, but you don't really know what. So everyone's like, yeah, chicken and eggs and gains, bro, but that doesn't teach anything. So I'm here to teach the basics. Of course, everything I'm about to go over does get much deeper and more scientific, but we're not going to go into advanced courses when we still need to learn the basics. So I want to teach you how many calories you should be taking in per your goal. So yes, it does matter what your goal is, how many calories you should have. So we're going to focus on 3 different goals today. We're going to focus on losing weight, maintaining weight, and gaining weight. With those 3 goals, we're going to discuss how you find your calories. But for all 3, we all have to have a starting place, and that's where I'm going to start explaining right now. So the first term or number we're going to discuss is your BMR, which is your basal metabolic rate. So this is a number of calories that you would exert in a day if you were literally to do nothing. So if you're going to Netflix and chill. Actually not chill, because that would burn calories. So if you were literally just going to lay in bed all day, the amount of calories that you would burn to basically stay alive, to breathe, and have your heartbeat. So the next number that we need to figure out, or term we need to explain, is your TDEE. That is your total daily energy expenditure. So this takes a lot of factors into play. So your age, your weight, your job. So everyone has a different job, right? You may be a businessman, whatever you do, and you sit at a desk all day long. You're not moving. You may get up to walk to the bathroom. Other than that, you're sitting down at the computer, versus somebody else who works maybe in labor or whatever they do, where they're moving around constantly, they're burning a lot of calories. So now you're probably wondering, all right, Nicole, cool, but how do I get these numbers? Where does this information go? I'm going to put down in the description box links to different calculators you can go to online, where you literally just type in the information and ask you your age, your height, your weight, what your job is, how much activity you get. You fill all this out and they will give you these numbers. So I want you to understand where these numbers come from and why we need them. So now we all have our TDE, right? So we know how many calories we're burning in a day. Now this is where your goal comes into play. So first we'll focus on, you want to lose weight. So basic math, and trust me, I don't math at all. So if I can understand it, you can too. So you have your TDE, this is how many calories you're going to burn in a day. If you want to lose weight, that means you need to eat less than the amount of calories you burn in a day. That way you're in a calorie deficit. So that means you are burning more calories you are taking in, which means over time you will lose weight. So now if you don't want to lose weight and you want to maintain weight, you just want to stay the same, you need to match your TDE. So however many calories you burn in a day, you need to eat the same amount to stay at the same place. Now, for all you bros out there trying to get the gains and, you know, walk around with a jug of water. I'm just kidding. I walk around with a jug of water. Anyway, so if you want to gain, you want to mass, you need to be taking in more calories than you are expending during the day. So that means you need to be in a calorie surplus. So whatever your TDE comes out to, you need to make sure you are eating more calories than that number. So now we have this information. You're like, cool, Nicole, I know how many calories I'm supposed to take in a day, but what's a calorie and how do I count it and how do I figure any of this out? So this is what's going to save you all. Everyone knows what an app is, and it is called MyFitnessPal. There are a bunch of other ones out there, so I'm just going to explain what I use because I have personal knowledge on it. But if you type in Google calorie counters, calorie trackers, macro trackers, stuff like that. Alright, so you get this app and you can literally enter. So this morning, what you just watched, my breakfast, I enter 6 ounces of egg whites. How did I know it was 6 ounces? I have a scale and I measured it. So yes, to be more successful in counting your calories, you can buy a scale, which are pretty cheap at Walmart, and it makes your life a lot easier. And also, the more you start counting your calories, you'll know. Like, for example, I know what 6 ounces of egg whites looks like. It's a little bit less than a cup. So as you do it longer, you can pretty much eyeball things out and know how much it is. So this morning I measured 6 ounces of egg whites. I did 1 whole egg, and all I did was enter that into my FitnessPal, and my FitnessPal tells me how many fats, proteins, and carbs are in it. And then I typed my goal in. So like I said before, once you get how many calories you need, you can enter that goal into your FitnessPal, and then you enter what you're eating, and it will tell you how many calories you have left of fat, proteins, and carbs. So it really does all the work for you. All you have to do is measure and put it in there. You don't even have to count. So in the description box, I'm going to put some links that are going to help you out. I hope that this helped you. I just want to make the point that there's a lot of challenges out there, which I think are awesome. I think it's cool to have accountability, to send stuff in to somebody to review, to have pictures. It's a community. It's great. However, I am against when people send out the same meal plan to everyone, because like we went over, every single person is different. So I could be the same height and weight as somebody else, and we do not need the same meal plan, because I could have a desk job and they could be slaving away all day, sweating at work and burning so many calories. So and then if we get the same plan, they're in a way bigger calorie deficit than I am. So every single person is different. When you hear somebody else's calories that they're taking in, or you're just getting into fitness and someone tells you how much you're taking, don't think like, oh, well, I want to look like them, so I'm going to eat the same amount of calories. It doesn't work that way. Every single person is different. Right now, I am taking in about 1,700 calories, and I've been steady. I'm in a calorie deficit. So 1,700 calories, and I'm in a calorie deficit, and I've been losing about 1 to 2 pounds a week. And then there's some people who, when they're in a calorie deficit, they're still eating like 2,000 calories. So you can't, the biggest thing I want you to take away from this is to not compare your diet to anybody else's. Every single person is different. Every single person reacts to different foods differently. So I hope you can take what I taught you. You can figure out how many calories you should be taking in, and hopefully you download one of these apps and you can start tracking for yourself, seeing results, and then you can start playing around with it and seeing what works best for you. So if you have any questions, if I didn't cover something, anything else you think of, comment. Of course, I'll let you know. And as a disclaimer, of course, this gets much deeper. There's more science to it. There's more numbers, formulas, and of course we can go over that one day, but the purpose of this video is to teach you the basics and to get you started if you have no idea what to do. I hope you enjoyed it. So now we're going to roll into me getting my workout on. I didn't include all the clips for my workout today, just a few. I hope you enjoy it. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe, leave some comments, questions, whatever, and tell your friends about it.